Yo, what up, everybody? Mr. Smith with another video about Adobe. We're going to be looking at a review of the Pathfinder tool and also doing 3D shapes, progressing towards actually creating our own logo. More of the different tools that you need. All right, so let's jump in. So first off, I've already gone to just File, New, and I'm just using a letter again. All right, created a new one just now. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do first just kind of review with you some your tools. All right. But to do that, we're going to actually work on making a logo, but also using some of the tools that we learned the other day. The first thing I want you to do is go over here to your left. Click, like if you have the rectangle tool highlighted, I want you to right click and make sure you grab the ellipse tool because we're going to draw a circle. I want you to go ahead and make your fill. Just click this middle one here and make it a gradient. All right. When you click on the screen, I want you to make a 200 by 200 circle. I'm going to go to my control bar here at the top, and I'm going to click on center horizontally and center vertically. All right, so now I know this thing is in the center of my screen. Now that I've got my first circle here, what I want to do is draw another circle. All right, grab the ellipse tool again, and I'm going to click on the middle here, and I want a 100 by 100. So I want it to be half of this circle that I just created. All right, so I need you to place that circle right here. All right, so it will snap and give you the intersect. Or if you can place it on the bottom of the circle, then you can hit your align tool and align horizontally just to make sure that you're in the middle. Now that we have this, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to use paths to actually break this circle up. All right, so to do that, we need our line tool over here on the left. So I want you to click on the line tool and go ahead and pick another color. I like to use yellow because it's bright. But what I want you to do is I want you to find the middle of this circle, all right? And then you're gonna have to click and drag straight down to draw a line. If I go and I click off, my line's actually black, so it didn't. Make sure that your fill takes, your stroke needs to be yellow, not your. It's early, guys, forgive me. All right. So basically you want a yellow vertical line, and then you're gonna draw the horizontal line also. Wait, see? I got my little pink line, so I know that that's my horizontal intersection, and I draw mine. Click off. At this point, I have everything kind of split up. So what I want to do is I want to subtract this circle using your tool. So I want you to go up top, click on Window, and click on Pathfinder. Again, Window, Pathfinder. That way you can make sure that you have this Pathfinder window open. All right, if you don't have that open, you're gonna not be able to do well. So I want you to click on the big circle. Well, first let's make a copy of this little circle. All right, so I'm gonna right click on the little circle and go to copy. So that way it's on my clipboard, right? I can bring it back whenever I want. All right, so it's on my clipboard. All right, now click the big circle, hold down Shift, click the little circle. And then we're going to use this second one right here that's called minus front. It's also known as subtract. Click that. It subtracts the little circle from the big circle. Right, good with that? Now, my big circle is still just one piece, right? But I want to use these lines to actually break it apart. So click on our line. So I'm going to start with the vertical one. Then if you go to Object, Path, and Objects Below, it actually broke this in half. So that line disappeared, vertical line disappeared, and now I have two halves. So I could, if I'm making a logo, I could go and make this like red and blue, create my own kind of symbol. Because we're still going to learn some more. So now I want you to do the same thing with the horizontal line. So I click on it, I go to Object, Path, and I divide objects below. So now we're actually broken into 4. All right, so again, I could go in here and change the color of each one of these. A logo that looks like this. I don't know. I'm just showing you how to manipulate shapes so you can get the ones you want. So what I want you to do now is I want you to click on this this piece here and hit delete. This piece here and hit delete. This piece here and hit delete. You're gonna hit Control F, bring back your circle. What's up? I'm making a video. Yeah, I am. Swing back by in a few minutes.
Call you Lydia.
Okay. All right. So again, guys, to show you that, I hit Control F. Remember, we copied that circle earlier, so Control F brings that circle back. All right. Now I want to manipulate this to get kind of a different shape. So if you take your white arrow and you click on this shape, these, see them? All these little, here, let me zoom in some more. All these hairs are anchors. So if you go up to here to where the pen tool is, right? This third one down, normally it's the pen tool. If you right click on it, we can actually add additional anchors, we can delete anchors, or we can turn our curved anchors into points. So we can manipulate this even more by changing what our anchors look like. So what I want to do is show you the delete anchor point. So ideally you would think you could just click one of these, right? And you can. Like I deleted that and it deleted the whole Control Z. But this one right here, when I click on it like so, sometimes depending on where you click is whether it deletes the circle or this top piece. So you really got to make sure you are clicking that very top anchor. All right. So if you do that, again, let me show you one more time. Delete anchor tool, and I zoom in, and I find that anchor for that top piece. That way I want this shape. All right. Now I want to manipulate it a little more. I like this shape. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my direct selection tool here. I am going to click off and click on just to show you. If you click on one of your paths, you can get the handle. All right, I'm going to take this handle and just kind of drag it up to give this shape just a little more curve. All right, so what I'm imagining is I want this shape to actually rotate around my circle. All right, create this like flower effect, so maybe then I could add some text to it to create my logo. What I'm going to do, just like we did in our last video when we were doing patterns, we did that flower pattern, all right, and we did the rotate copy for the flower. So I'm going to click on this object. I'm going to click on the rotate tool over here on the left. I'm going to set my center point to be the center of the circle. That's why we kept our circle. All right. Pick my degrees. So I'm just going to do 20 just to kind of see what that looks like. Okay, I actually like the way that looks. So remember, the shortcut to repeat a rotate copy was Control D. actually going in the negative direction. I didn't notice that when I did it. All right, so I don't really want to be going in the negative direction, so I'm going to Control Z back to this, and I'm going to do mine again. All right, and at least you get to see it one more time. I'm going to click this, rotate tool. I need to set my center. And I'm going to Alt click to get the menu up. All right, see how I did negative? I want this to, or maybe I do need to do negative based off how, so I needed to do -20 to get it. So guys, to kind of see, like if I do -40, you can see this dial is moving in clockwise. So -20 will keep it clockwise for me. So I'm going to click copy. Again, the repeat is Control D. So I want to get a few of those. Okay, and I like the way that's looking. All right. Now I can actually click and delete my circle. Go ahead and move my Pathfinder over. So I've got this nice little shape here. I can drag click and go back to the Pathfinder, and I can actually click divide here. All right, see the divide tool? And what that'll do is it'll create more lines where these are overlapping. So watch it. Beforehand, these were just solid. And again, if you like this, you could go in here and, you know, change the color of this one, change this one, etc., you know, like that. And that would be still be a pretty cool kind of beginning to a logo. Or if you highlight the whole thing and use the divide tool of the Pathfinder tools, then it cuts it up to even more. If you click on it and right click, you can ungroup. Go in here and maybe I don't want this many divisions. Or maybe I just want some white in here, so I'm deleting different of it to get some white. So skipped one white, skipped one white. So I added some white in there, and then I can come in here and start filling in my colors. Again, we can use the Pathfinder tool to kind of join some of these. Giving you some examples of how you could do this. Those. So now instead of having a bunch of pieces, I'm regretting making the white now. I'm going to Control Z that until I have my pieces back. Right. What I can do is if I want, I could highlight, you know, maybe all those and unite them with the Pathfinder tool so they're one big thing, and then I could change their one will be solid for me. You know, it's kind of dealer's choice. I think I missed one. Maybe I want this one to be two, and this one. I'm just gonna unite these gradient ones all the way down. One. Yeah, I'm starting to like that. I still need to go in here and kind of clean up some of these lines. You know, I click and delete if it's something I don't. They should be this pink color. So I'm not going to spend the whole video cleaning that up, but you can see that I've made this pretty cool kind of shape here, which then will allow me to go in here and add text like good company name. Rural engagement. Okay, that's a cool name, I think. So I could go in here, big, maybe make this a little longer. Right now, this text is actually a text. See if I can find a quickly find a more fun font. This one's a little better. I'll zoom out and then. Right now, this is text. All right. We want this to be an object. So if I right click on it and I create outlines, now this text, I can no longer click and edit the words, but I can treat it like an object and drag it and make it bigger. All right, maybe I want to fit that in there pretty good. I think I'm going to group this whole thing, move it to the left. Okay. I want to create a copy of that. Right click, transform, reflect. I'm gonna put it over here. Do this. Maybe that's my new company logo, right? To kind of show you a few more tools. The important ones, guys, just to review, this Pathfinder menu, and then also the fact that you can go in here and inside the pen tool, you can add anchor points, you can delete them, or you can create actual like corners with it. All right. Discuss that more in class, but I just wanted to get you started on some of these tools as a review and some of the new ones because next week we're starting our own logos. All right. See you next time.